welcome back to the channel. And it's me, Mufki here. And we'll continue with the last time with Grotesque Beauty, where I get to choose between getting the alarm and not getting the alarm. Well, getting it is a bad choice. We learned that the hard way with our lives. It's too much of a risk. I don't want to put myself in any unnecessary danger. Well, true. It's too much of a risk. Too much. I continued crawling towards the living room, being careful not to make a sound. That thing will be coming this way at any moment. Okay, got to the living room. I slid into the living room and scrambled for shelter behind the sofa. Right on cue, the creature lurched into the dining room. Oh, there you go. It leapt on top of the table and poked a head underneath, expecting to find something. Heh, I'm not there, bitch. Disappointment resonated in his cry. The table shuddered with the sound of pounding feet. The noise was terrifying. It took every ounce of bravery for me to keep from making a head-on run for the exit. Yeah, this is for my friend. I stay here for my friend, that's why. Or else I would have ran away. It looked around for a way back to the hallway. I looked around. There was an opening I needed to cross, but it would put me in plain sight of the monster. I stayed put, hoping to bide my time for a more safer route. Huddled up in the corner, I felt incredibly alone in the world. No one was there to save me. Adrenaline was still pumping through my veins, and the sound of my heartbeat was the only thing that gave me comfort. I'm alive. I would get out of this. I would get out of this. I repeated a silent prayer in my head to keep me distracted from any negative thoughts. Right then, a scuttling sound emerged from behind me. A tentacle reached out and took a step into the living room. The creature pulled itself inside and began inspecting the place. It moved past me. It was only an arm's length away from me, but thankfully its back was turned to me. More choices! Oh my god. So, here's the thing. It's gonna find me anyway if I stayed here. So I could try to run to the kitchen, and if it doesn't aware of that, then it would, like, you know, because it searched the kitchen before, so we would not expect that. Right? Should be, right? Whilst the creature was looking away, I crawled out as quietly as I could. At any moment it could turn around and catch me, but I knew I had to take the risk. In my head, I kept praying to myself. Please don't turn around, please don't turn around. I focused on a single step at a time. 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4. Don't even dare take a look back. Just concentrate on getting out of here. Survival mode kicked into gear. Finally, I made the distance out of the living room. Around the corner, with more cover between us, I could safely move to the kitchen. As I reached a hand along the floor, I felt something smooth. The shock almost brought a yelp out of me. I was incredibly lucky. The sound stayed trapped somewhere in my throat. I peered in the darkness to make out what the object was. Sitting in front of me was the timer from before. Oh! The timer! Now I can get it for, like, free. The monster was still in the living room, adjacent to the hallway. I need it out of the way if I am to get back to Anita. Fuck, more choices! Okay. So, as I said earlier, I could use the timer as a distraction. obviously. I could use it as a distraction, but how? I could, like, um, not like how. This is timer, so I could, like, set a timer. But should I do it though? Because last time we chose the obvious way of getting the timer, and it's a bad choice. I take the timer and wind back the dial. This should set off in a minute. That should buy me some time to get through the kitchen. I carefully placed the timer under the table and made my way to the kitchen. Oh, there I saw just how trashed the place was. It was a complete mess. Pots and pans were strewn down all over the floor, rendering it a minefield to navigate past. It eased back to my feet. This will require me to tiptoe through, but I then remembered the timer I set. I had less than a minute to walk through this without making a noise. Panic raced through me. Trying my best to remain calm, I made a couple of steps into the kitchen without much difficulty. But far into my journey, I found myself trapped. There was no clear footing I could make without making a racket. The timer was running down. My eyes shot back and forth for a way out. I saw one was some distance away. But with no other option other than to go back, I knew I had to make this jump. I steadied myself, crouching low. I prepared to spring into action. Just then, the ringing sound split the air. The timer is off. Oh fuck. I leaped into the air, but my jump was not good. I landed on a pan, sending out a metal clang. The night was full of ill fortune, but there was one glimmer of hope. A thunderous commotion rose from the other room, masking my steps as I hurried through the kitchen. The creature stormed the dining area, smashing through furniture. Miraculously, I made my escape undetected. Oh, okay. I got my friend though. As light as a feather, I rushed up the stairs back to Anita's room. Anita was lying on the floor as I had left her. The blood had already begun to dry into just a deep red. In her stillness, she looked at peace. The evil she has endured did little to tarnish the sweetness in her face. No, she still seems a little bit evil. I knelt beside her with respect and an apology for disturbing her one last time. There's two ways out of this room. I could either walk out the door with Anita or use the window. I pulled the curtains and pushed open the window. A cool night breeze slipped in as I peered outside into the darkness. Suddenly being on the first floor felt immensely high. Scanning the outside wall, I couldn't find a clear path down, not with Anita at least. Climbing down by myself may have been doable, but it was near impossible with Anita. But maybe that was the answer. Maybe I can make the climb alone. Guilt stabbed at my heart once more. For all that she's been through, Anita will have to suffer further indignity. I knew escaping this way required throwing her out of the bedroom window. Yes, do that! She's dead, dude! I didn't know if I could bring myself to do it. No, you cannot carry out of the door. I'm pretty sure you cannot carry her out of the door. Use the window. I'm sorry, Anita. I'm really sorry for what I've done. I promise I'll get you out of this. Please forgive me for what I'm about to do. There was no way I'm going back downstairs with that thing lurking around. If the two of us were going to get out of this, some sacrifices must be made. And that I mean throwing you out of the window. I just wished I didn't need to make the choice. Oof, okay. I sat Anita up and flipped her body over one shoulder. I struggled to my feet, carrying all her weight. With some adjusting, I got the balance to a point where I was able to walk out in an awkward manner. I took a few stiff strides to the window. The street below looked so distant. To fall would not be pretty. I sighed a deep breath and readied myself. I shouldered Anita over the window sill and then gave her a gentle push. She disappeared out of sight, and a quiet thud soon followed. Even though she was already dead, I felt a pang of remorse at seeing my friend lifeless on the street. I was snapped out of my daydream when I heard something coming up the stairs. It knows I'm here. It knows. A deafening noise was roaring to the bedroom. I hurried out the window, just barely pulling my leg out when I saw the bedroom door bust open. A nightmare visage hurtled towards me. Hatred burned in his eyes. Its stare pierced right through me. The image of her grew quickly as she closed in on me. His long arms reached out towards me. A wave of panic strikes me. Outside the window, I lose my grip and tumble backwards. I feel my feet slide. I screamed but nothing came out. The sound was stuck in my throat. I opened my eyes and saw dark hands clutching me. Oh! That's bad. That's very bad. That's very bad. Poop. So, if you guys remember, like, long ago, we chose the option of running out the door, and then it could not run out of the door because there's like some kind of wall blocked it. But I'm not sure why it can jump out like this. As we fell, its wicked eyes burned a hole into me. I felt its anger through its claws. Its fingernails dug deep into my neck, tearing bits of flesh we fell for an indeterminable time. But suddenly something unexpected happened. As if gravity had failed, we stopped falling. My head snapped back from the whiplash. I would have hit the floor by now if the creature didn't keep its grip around my neck. My body dangled, suspended in the sky. Somehow the creature had stopped falling. It was pressed down against an invisible floor. Oh, there you go. An invisible something. Evidently, this barrier was responsible for breaking its fall. It cursed and snarled something at me. It looked as though it was as far as the creature was able to go. It continued to snap, spat, and launch a torrent of vitriol at me as its grasp on me begins to weaken. I feel myself slipping free. With weariness, I looked up the thing. The anger had left its eyes. No longer was this the threatening monster from before. The arrogant smile of the beauty had returned. Its smirk seared into my mind. You're a cunning little insect. It's always the smallest, dirtiest ones that manage to crawl away. It relinquished control of me. I found myself fall and hit the ground. Darkness swallowed me up as I fell out of consciousness. I saw the creature turn and crawl back inside the house. So I escaped. When I woke up, I found myself in a hospital. The doctors informed me that I was in a coma for 3 days. I was found lying on the street unconscious. They also found my friends deceased. The police had a lot of questions they were hoping I could help shed some light on. For now, they left me to recover. They said I have been through a lot and that there will be plenty of time to go through the details of the events that transpired. Anita's parents were surprisingly present in the hospital. I could not imagine the hurt they were going through at this time. I wanted to apologize to them both, but words failed me. Hey, it's alright. You did nothing wrong. You don't know that. You mustn't blame yourself with what happened to Anita. Really, we need to be thanking you. You were there with her at the time of need. At least you were there for her. How did you know? Now get some rest. You need to be at your full strength for the days ahead. Suddenly, as if recovering lost memory, I shouted out loud. The painting! What happened to the painting? The painting? Another strange thing that happened. Why did he change it? Change what? I don't understand it. Why did you paint a portrait of my husband over the original? It couldn't be Anita. She's not an artist. I didn't even notice this for a few days with all the tragedy that happened. But I guess it's better than that nude lady at the very least. Anyway, we should get going, and you need to get some rest. Anita's mom left the room. Anita's dad followed her, but just as he reached the edge of the door, he turned back to me. Oh no! It took her dad! Be careful, Rachel. I think I saw an insect there. Such disgusting tiny things. Oh no! It took her dad. Home free. Note down. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. I got 21. So there are like 9 more? Fuck, that's a lot. Okay. What if I grab chair? What if I grab chair? A weapon would swing things in my favor. I reached out to pick the chair, but Anita was quick to react. She kicked the chair as I tried to lift it. The chair smacked into my shin. Reeling from the pain, I staggered back and fall. Suddenly, Anita was on top of me. Okay, I think Oh yeah, I was meant to choose that as well. Okay, so, I chose the lamp before. And she's dead. She's very dead. What about a pillow? My searching hand settled on something soft. I pulled the pillow down and rammed it into Anita's face. Its bulk was enough to make it awkward for her to reach me. True. I beat against the pillow, attacking Anita behind it. It was not an elegant sight, nothing like the gracefully choreographed moves that you would see in a movie. It was a chaotic mess. Any onlookers would only see a confusion of limbs snapping at each other. All of a sudden, the pillow I used as a protective shield was ripped from me. I saw Anita's face, dim behind the light of the window. Oh yeah, the light of the window. Blood was trickling freely from her nose and lips. Her eyes burned with fury. Okay, I've seen it. I was too dazed to see what was going on, but everything just descended into darkness and my senses became muffled. I tried to scream, but it came out faint. Anita pressed the pillow harder over my face. Oh, now I'm dead. I reached blindly for her, hoping against hope for something that could save me. I feel my arms going on. I couldn't summon the strength to dislodge the weight of Anita on top of me. Oh, so I just died. Slowly, I feel the life smother out of me. In these times, a split second when you know your time is up, you might be led to believe that one's life flashes before your eyes. All the choices in life that you have made, all the happiness and regrets. For me, nothing like that materialized. Oh, my sister. Instead I saw a vision of Hannah, my little sister, long lost in time, frozen against an empty background as sweet as I remember her. The image gives me one last feeling of warmth. I feel my last ounce of life give way, and the vision of Anna dissolves until my only hurt eyes remain. Eyes holding none of the sweetness from before. Eyes with malice and hatred were the last thing I saw. Malice. Not malice, malice. Okay, that's another ending. Cool. Ending 5. Big sleep. A truly big sleep to eternity. Also, I got so many. Cool. Okay, so I could try the bottle of water. So it seems that choosing between grabbing a chair and punching her, something like that, doesn't make really much of a difference. Ah. Container of water. A bottle of water was within my reach, but I was in an awkward position to reach for it. I rolled onto my back, freeing my arm, but Anita seized the moment to sit back on top of me. She snatched at my wrist. We jostled for control. Once again, I put my right hand free and punched her between the ribs. Pa-pa-pa-pa! The impact briefly Windsor allowed me to grab the glass of water by the table. Oh, a glass of water! It says container, water container, so I thought it was like a bottle. Obviously, it's a cup of water. Before she could react, I splashed its contents into her face. She coughed as some of the liquid shot off her nose. A moment of clarity seemed to return to her as she fought herself from choking. I kicked her off the bed and sent her crashing backwards to the floor. Still, she coughed and spat. Seeing a semblance of human reaction returned to her. Maybe this was the key to snapping her out of her trance. I grabbed another bottle of water from the table and jumped on top of Anita, pinning her head back and poured the liquid down her face. Oh, nice move. Her limbs thrashed in an attempt to shield herself. I planted a knee to pin her left arm down and held down the right. I continued to drench her with the bottle. She gargled and spat a lungful of water. Stop! Oh, she's back to normal. What are you doing? You're still not crazy, are you? You're not still crazy, are you? Before she could answer, I emptied the remaining contents of the bottle over her face. Just to be sure, you know, you can never be too careful. Enough, enough! Are you trying to kill me? Would make us even if I did. Are you back to your senses yet? I'm not going to have to knock you out, will I? Stop it! Get off me! What are you even doing? I don't know what you're talking about. Really, you don't remember trying to kill me just then? What? No, I don't remember anything like that. Then what do you remember? I don't remember how we got here. Last thing I remember, we were back in the other room with the woman from the painting. You left to get her something to wear, and I stayed behind to keep an eye on her. And what happened between you two? It's strange. I really don't know. It's all hazy from then on. Anita, you were brainwashed. Brainwashed? That woman is no ordinary person. She was controlling you and had you under some kind of spell. She tried to have you kill me. What? I would never do that. I know you won't, but that's what she almost had you do. We were dealing with something sinister here. We need to get out of here, and we're gonna need to stick together if we're to stand a chance. I have no idea what it is we are up against. I have no idea what is it we are up against, but we will need to do this together. What you're saying is very scary. If this is what's going on, then I don't know what I can do about it. Listen, we just need to get out of here. That's the important thing. Through the window, right there. Very close. Do that. We get out of here together. You and me, we're a team. No one can stop us. But we'll have to be smart. Stick close to me and I'll help us get out of here. Okay, so she can play dumb and be like, har, I still worship you, har, har, har. That's so stupid. Cut that out, cut that out. Okay then, thanks, Rachel. I'm with you on this. So what do we do now? The woman is probably still in the other room. She might still think we're fighting. If we're quiet, we can probably sneak out the front door. Come on, let's go. Oh, really? For real? We crept back to the corridor. Silence reigned over around us. The presence of the woman did not reveal herself. Looks like we're clear. Okay, follow me. Before we could reach it, a voice called us from behind. I'm disappointed in you, Anita. You were showing such obedience before. Now you betray me inside with this insect? I thought better of you. She's not your puppet anymore. You better back off or we'll make you regret it. Is that a challenge? Amusing. What can two little worms do against me? Keep calling us little worms and see what happens, bitch. Bitch. Oh, such fools. Ignorant to the end. You have no idea what you're dealing with. Well then, let me shed some light for you. I don't get it. Okay, so I read this, so what happened though? Yeah, what would happen? I've seen this! That's the thing, I've seen this. Yes, thank you for the picture. What is that thing? Now, do you see? You had no hope in denying me. I stepped forward in a challenging motion. What do we do? What the hell do we do? Oh, so it became this one. Oh, so it became the main route. Not the main route, but like the old one. Okay, that's just bullshit. That's just pure bullshit that we just read. So, the next thing it was, it's not the next thing. The last time we killed her. So there you go. Killed her. Blah blah blah. Then I will go. I'll go. Thank you very much. It was a difficult decision to make. As much as I despised myself for it, I knew that it was pointless to stay. Aeneas was gone. There was no way to bring her back. What good will it do me? Would it do me for to remain here? What good would it do for me to remain here? I should escape whilst I still can. Goodbye, my friend. I took one last look at her, wondering if her pale eyes accused me of betrayal. The stranger watched as I passed. Her expression was indiscernible. As I exited the room, I glanced back and see the door closed behind me all by itself. The two were left by themselves. I can only imagine what the woman would do to the body. What sadistic ritual she must have to sacrifice Anita so that she can be free. Actually, it's nothing, because she just put her in the picture. I walked out of Anita's house and into the cold night. The wind howled and battered my body. I wonder if I was shivering from the cold or something else. The wave of emotions I felt. It was hard to pinpoint what it was. Was it relief? A release of pent-up stress? Or was a shame. I had a feeling I would be wondering about this for the rest of my life. Wait, I saw this. Wait, I saw this. I definitely saw this before. Left behind. Oh, so it's kinda a little bit similar. It's not the same thing. Okay, note it down. Left behind. There's still a few more. But it's 30 minutes already. Ugh. Okay, we can still do this. We get to the end of this. So I will skip all the things that we have read to save some time. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is like the third time I've seen this. Yes, more tits, more eyes, more nudes, whatever. Quick. Be quick, bitch. Okay. Yeah, yes. Save. What did I do last time? Oh, right, I ran. Grab a chair. I can't fight with this thing unarmed. I need a weapon. I rushed for the chair, but the creature was faster than it looked. A tentacle shot out and cut my path. The sticky tendril slashed at me, knocking me to the floor. Oh, I'm dead. It seems I'm dead already. Well, there you go. I then felt the words spin around as I was lifted in the air. A tentacle had wrapped itself around my neck and threatened to tear my head off. Oh, more choices. Fuck. Okay. Bite the tentacle, I guess. Reasonable. I open my mouth and sink a deep bite into the arm around my neck. It's not an arm, it's a tentacle, but yeah, sure. An upsetting taste overwhelmed my senses, but I continued to clamp my jaws down. I was like an animal caught in a trap, fighting tooth and nail for survival. Liquid flowed from the broken skin. I involuntarily ingested some as I took another bite. To my surprise, the tentacles loosened and I slipped free. Landing on my feet, I saw the creature inspecting its wound. Oddly enough, the image of a glam model tending a broken nail came to my mind. So what? Fucking crap. How disgusting! And stop moving your head. Wretched insect. The creature appears to be too distracted to notice me. Dude. More savings. Attack? A window of opportunity opened in front of me. I may not get a better time to strike. I must get Anita out of here. A broken table lamp lay scattered beside my feet. I scooped up a sharp edge and darted back towards the creature. I let out a frenzied cry as I plunged the sharp between its ribs. I looked down to where the blow had landed. The sharp was buried into the creature's body, where an eye had opened up. Bright-colored liquid oozed out of the punctured wound. A foul stench quickly filled the room. It was enough to make me gag. The creature turned and slashed a claw at me. My vision blurred with my blood running into my eyes. Desperately, I tried to blink clear my sight, but all I could make out was a dark silhouette growing larger. An incredible amount of pain suddenly punched into my guts. Whoop, there you go my guts, there you go my guts. Okay, take it, I don't need it anyway. My body was so racked with agony, I couldn't even hear myself scream. I felt something stab into my stomach. I wrestled to keep it from tearing me open. It writhed in an unpredictable pattern, pulling me along with it. I was unable to free myself from its clutch. Forcefully, the claws withdrew, ripping open my stomach. Oh, cool. I don't need it. Take it. Yeah, here we go. A gasp spews out of me as I feel something spill out of me. I open my eyes once more and witness the horror that had happened. Ah, yeah. There you go. Beautiful. In my hands was something warm and wet. Steam rose from it as it heated the cool air. The hair on the back of my neck pricked up. I can hardly believe my eyes. A part of me was trying to make sense of what was cradled in my arms. I wanted to believe that this was not happening. Anything else other than the truth. My guts poured out of the hole in my stomach. My hands were the only thing keeping them from spilling all over the floor. I dropped to my knees and began to retch. A hellish cocktail of tears, blood, and puke formed around me. I was too weak to stand anymore. Nonetheless, I found myself upright, not by my own power, but by demonic tendrils. Another arm grabbed my intestines and began pulling them out at a furious pace. Ugh, why do you have to do that? My insides were emptied out. The pain was all too much. The overwhelming sensation built up until I no longer felt anything at all. The world became numb. Everything receded. No, not receded. Something as if a black mist was filling the room. I let out a final cry. As the sound left my body, so too does my last slither of life. I know it's a dumb choice, but I had to. I just had to. It's not the ending. Inside Out! Oh, cool name. Inside Out. So I got quite a few. Oh, such a long video. 37 minutes already. I'll try to end it this time. Run. There was no way of fighting this thing head on. It was impossible to get Anita whilst it was in the same room. I spun and ran out the door and down the stairs. Oh, is it gonna be the same thing? Oh, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing as before. I grabbed chair, right? Yeah, I grabbed chair. And then chose to bite it. So, I can punch the tentacle. Make choice. Make my choice. I made my choice. I tightened my fist and pounded the creature's limb. Over and over I beat against the creature, yet it never flinched. Being suspended in the air gave me a little leverage to deliver enough impact to hurt the thing. Okay. Cool. Then what? Still, I continued to fight for my life and hammer down my fist. Abruptly, the wind was knocked out of me as more tentacles tightened around me. It was like a boa constrictor crushing my neck. A taunting laugh echoed in my ears, a savage mockery of my futile efforts to resist. For my arrogance, it was sure to make me suffer. It wrapped a tentacle around my head, squeezed, and twist. Cynics that held my hands together were twisted beyond breaking point. Something inside me snapped. With a mighty pull, the creature separated my head from my body. Oh! Awesome! Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for the head snaps. Felt good. Headless. Headless! Speechless! Headless! That was a great one! Here I got 7! How many left do I have? Maybe like a few more, just a few more. I knew it was gonna be a short one. So that's 7. What about kicking head? Suspended in the air, I throw out a flurry of kicks towards the monster. I land a few blows to his head. It lets out an annoyed growl. I size up to deliver another stomp, but the tentacles extended out, holding me at a safe distance away from his body. It screamed something incomprehensible, but there was no mistaking the anger in his voice. Suddenly the room spun around and my back crashed against a wall. Okay, a pattern of blood exploded at the impact. What? Wait, what? I peeled open my eyes and see Anita staring back at me. We were like a mirror image. 2 girls, face to face, lying on the floor, covered in blood, with the look of death in our eyes. Ah, not like that she became like alive again, but like she's dead, but like we're not. The vision of Anita sank below as I was picked up into the sky again. My body slammed violently to the ground. Something cracked within me. The sound was like a gunshot ringing in my ear. That was it. The fight had left my body. A massive weight pressed on top of my head. Despite the incredible pain coursing from the body, I felt the pressure increasing on me. A weak smile spread across my face. At least this would all be over soon. There was no resisting it. My skull gave way and caved in under the creature's weight. A fountain of blood gushed up into the air and everything went black. Oh! Cool. What's it gonna be now? Headless? Exploded head? Headless. Oh, a squashed bug. Nice. Thank you for that. Okay, so let me just do a quick check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's 10? No 10. No 11. So we don't have 10. We don't have 11. We don't have 13. 10, 11. That's 12. We don't have 13. We have 14. We have 15. We have 16, 17. We don't have 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Where's 25? I don't see 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Also, we have 5 more. Okay. So it's 43 minutes already. Okay, so I would end this episode here. There's only 5 more to go. I guess I would keep doing this one last time. I know you guys would be so bored with the video. It's so boring. But thank you for supporting the videos. I really appreciate it. And if you have any recommendations, comments, anything like that, leave it down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.